Well, well, well. If it isn't the Rock's new daughter and her knees.
Well, first of all, if you didn't watch ETE yesterday, which I'm pretty sure a lot of you didn't because that view counter is at like 16, Jamal, funnily enough, was able to recognize Ava Raine by just them knees.
And now, as I'm staring at these knees right now, Manny, I go, you know what? Those are they're distinguishable knees. I
So,
haven't
Marcus,
seen
you
knees
look at
like that in years.
see her left knee that's got the
Yeah,
considerable amount of scars on it.
yeah.
That could have easily been mistaken for Tegan Knox's knees. I'm just saying.
Now Tegan just has it's a peg leg at this point.
I love you, Tegan. Sorry, Tegan.
Yeah, it's not personal. But you're the Anthony Davis of wrestling. It's ooh,
Well, to be
somewhere
honest,
Dragunov.
right now, isn't Edge the Anthony Davis of it?
He's always out. I feel like he's more of a Kawhi Leonard where he's just like, he comes in, work. All right, I'm gonna miss the next 2 weeks. Why? Uncle Dennis or something. Although I do feel like Dragunov on the other picture is doing a Tegan Knox impersonation after every wrestling match. Ah, damn it. He's out.
So this, I was going to go for full image,
Mm-hmm. But no, you
but
got to
then
throw
I
the
was,
rocket there.
yeah, you have to throw the Rock's daughter in there.
Yeah.
I was gonna lead with, Nikita Lyons and Zoe Stark were robbed by some sketchy officiating.
Very sketchy. You don't get to reverse the decision like that because you saw it in the back. You know how many matches you could have saved? How many run-in interference calls and all that? Be like, nah, that was a DQ. Why? Dominic tripped the guy or something before the match. Oh, yeah, it's DQ. Reverse the decision. Or restart that shit
Or
up.
Marcus. I was gonna go with the recurring theme of this show for the last from the live show and yesterday and ETE.
A-Town down.
A Town.
I swear to God, we got Joe Gacy on his day off in this picture. Like, so it's like, oh, what? They got me. It is my day off, but I'm here to do this anyway.
They
And
caught
why
Joe
does
Gacy while he was being a stepdad.
He's raised the Rock daughter because the Rock wasn't there. He was off making movies in the jungle. Therefore, here's what I don't understand. Why does I forget what his name is now. Kane's son, the Baldwin. Why does he not get to grow his facial hair, but everybody else can?
Well, the other one didn't even change.
he
The other one
shaved it.
still looks
No,
the same.
yeah, he changed. He stopped shaving his beard. Like he shaved it all off and then decided, I'm just gonna grow it back. This is bullshit. I'd have been upset. I would have quit the group. We were the Grizzly Young Veterans. Yeah, it's Zach Gibson. I don't know what their names are now, but this is bullshit. I
So
can't grow mine back.
We'll be back right after this. A-Town. Down.
Down.
I'm Shotzi Blackheart, the ballsy badass, and you are watching the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. Remember to like the video and subscribe. Ow, ow, ow!
Hey! Oh,
Check out the Marcus and Manny show.
I hate you both right now. You guys are ridiculous.
Hey. Get that rock money. Get that rock money. Hey, acknowledge the real tribal chief. The war begins. The war begins.
Welcome everyone to the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. And of course, Lord Manny Hayes. And he is
Marcus the Grand Finale. And this. Yeah. where we don't just scissor daddy ass. We scissor mommy ass, daddy ass, baby ass. Oh no, not baby ass.
No.
No,
Speak for yourself,
no,
sir. Speak for
no,
yourself.
we don't scissor baby ass. No, I've been caught. Busted. I've been set up. They claim you fools. We were trying to rip you
GSPN
off.
have come to the release of Marcus the Grand Finale.
No! I lost $2 billion right away, like Kanye. No, in one day. It's okay.
Oh, did you hear that? He turned up to Skechers headquarters unannounced after being dropped by Adidas.
Yeah, and they escorted him off the premises. My thing is, if I'm Skechers for real, I'll bring him in. I don't give a fuck. No one gives a fuck about Skechers. Bring him in, Skechers.
All people give a fuck about Skechers.
Yeah, but they're not gonna care. Bring him in, Skechers. Sell his Yeezys. Make the money.
You'd get him at a discounted rate right now as well, to be honest. He's bad goods. He's damaged goods.
Nah, I think they're even more expensive now.
Nah. If you brought, so if you were
they're
Skechers,
limited edition now.
No. If you were Skechers right now, you'd get Kanye at a. You could get Kanye at a bargain deal.
Oh, you talking about Kanye? Yeah.
Because he's damaged goods.
Yeah, you can call them the new Skeezies or the sketch, the sketchies.
My sketchies.
I got my
Be sketchy with your sketches.
All this anti-Semitic shit on there. The anti-Semitic one.
They don't do any other colors but white.
And when you do black, it just comes out, it's more white. Like, this is the Stacey Dash edition.
No, when he puts out black colorway, it's like the sample that's not even finished yet. It's like busted, it falls apart. Yeah. That's more limited edition than the white edition.
Yeah. Just ridiculous. More limited. 100%. Skechers need to jump on that deal. I'm sorry. I know what he said. I know he's wrong. You got to cancel him. But if I'm Skechers, we got to make money. Adidas has nothing now. They have nothing. No one's going to walk around with Adidas. World DMC was 40 years ago talking about my Adidas. That was the last time anybody was seen actually
they do have
Adidas
more
that weren't Adidas.
They do have more athletes that wear Adidas, you know.
Who, Manny? Who? Who's doing?
Who's doing
Kanye
Aaron Rodgers. I think Aaron Rodgers wears Adidas.
Yeah, he's losing. He's a loser. I would wear those
so you've
shoes.
Turned on your quarterback now, have you?
I'm just saying that to win this argument.
Lionel Messi wears Adidas.
Yeah, but where is he at, Manny? Where is he at?
He's at Paris Saint-Germain, and he's considered one of the GOATs of his time.
I don't care. He ain't no Nike, man. It's all about the Nike brand. Adidas has something. They had Yeezys.
Marcus, I believe, and I know you know this person, I believe Pele is considered the Messi of his time. It's a recurring joke that's going to happen all week.
Yes.
Thank you, Dominic Mysterio.
Who is, again, the Eddie Guerrero of our time. But when people look back at Eddie Guerrero, they would say, oh, that was a Dominic of their time. Beautiful.
So basically what Dominic is trying to tell us is Eddie Guerrero was a fucking time traveler that he went in the future to see what Dominic Mysterio was doing, only to come back and bring it into the 90s and early 2000s.
Yeah. Like, man, this kid's going to be amazing. I'm lie to you still. I'm Dominic Mysterio. He's my inspiration. Which changes Sasha Banks completely, who was at the Wakanda Forever premiere.
I feel
every
bad for
WWE wrestler.
I feel bad for Jey Uso in that moment. Because everyone else was there except Jey Uso.
Wasn't that Jimmy? Oh, yeah. Main event Jay. You can't bring main event Jay to the Wakanda premiere. He's going to get mad about the popcorn. He can't take him nowhere. He has no common sense. No
And then
common
you had Kayla Braxton dressing up as Jey Uso. Greatest image ever this week.
Yeah. Good times.
So Ross has said, video has been liked and shared on my Twitter. I hope everyone else is watching has done the same. Ross is only saying that because a threat was put out, apparently. Allegedly, if you don't like the video today, subscribe or share it, you might shit your pants.
Yeah. It's not a bite. You will. You will. Yeah, you will. You know these things are true. I remember as a kid, if you didn't do so and so, or if you didn't let me borrow your pen, you're gonna shit your pants or something like that. You know, all that nonsense. You step on this side of the room, you shit your pants. Like,
if you step on step on a crack, you break your mother's back.
Yeah. Fear. I'm always going like, huh. I always thought that was a drug related one. If you stepped on the crack, you break your mama's back. And I was like, dang, does that mean if I got on crack, I broke my mama's back by breaking her? I don't know the science behind it.
Ross said, I ain't about shit myself right now.
No, you gotta avoid this at all costs. Especially it's gonna happen at an embarrassing time. You're gonna be sitting there talking to somebody and you're gonna be like, yeah, how's it going? Ah, shit, I just shit my pants.
I just shit on myself.
This conversation. I should have shared the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. I should have liked. I should have subscribed. I should have did it all. But no, now I'm shitting in my pants. How embarrassing. Can't believe this is true. Oh, how childish we get. It's beautiful. But speaking of childish, what are we covering? Let's do some Dynamite NXT. Let's run through these shows and let's pick them apart.
Let's cover some AEW news. Let's cover some AEW news.
Oh no!
Allegedly,
he's fighting in the back now.
Allegedly, CM Punk's dog. I can't remember the name.
Larry
the dog got his teeth kicked in.
Yes.
And CM Punk may have been acting in defense.
Yeah. Super King Party! Yeah.
I think now AEW should be cancelled forever.
Their dog kicking back there. Maybe that's why Ace still got all bitey. It can explain the legal team, the investigation, and everything. Didn't see this part of the story coming as a plot twist that the dog would be attacked. Didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, the dog did get injured. What? And you know how people care about dogs.
That makes Kenny Omega seem even more of a nice guy, Marcus. That makes Kenny Omega seem even more of a nice guy. He probably sensed that dog was in pain, and he went to retrieve the dog and save it. But what did he do? He get bitten. He got bitten by H Steel for his trouble.
Stay away from that dog, Kenny. I'm trying to protect him. But that's why you don't bring your dogs to the wrestling locker room. Just saying. CM Punk's a bad dog owner. I'm gonna put that on him too. Probably shits his pants too. A-Town down.
Well, to be fair, the king of bad dog owners is Cody Rhodes, who gave his dog PTSD when he brought him out there with Pyro.
Well, yeah, but then you also can always throw Michael Vick in there as the king of bad dog owners. Just because
he wasn't a dog owner. He wasn't a dog owner. He was a dog fighter.
He was a promoter. He was a promoter too.
Let's kick off. AEW Dynamite kicks off with Daniel Garcia, Chris Jericho versus Claudio and Wheeler Yuta. This was a really good opener. Surprising.
It was a good opener, but this is the first time I think the Blackpool Combat Club has done anything together, and the universe has corrected itself after those 2 weeks where Claudio was on top of the world, showing up with a title. He is back tag wrestling.
Wasn't this the first time Claudio's been in the ring since he lost the title to Chris Jericho?
I think he has some AEW dark matches or something. But yeah, it's close. Talk about someone that came in with a full head of steam to just be like, just throw him in the back burner of this Like he's breaking up fights between his guys. But yeah, but it was a good match. It was a good match. Jericho just takes the pin. I'm shocked.
Yeah. I think this
Never
is to
happens.
set up something. This definitely has to be setting up something. Bryan Danielson is in the back being interviewed. He's frustrated about everything. And then, do you know that episode of the Sharpshooters?
Uh-oh. Either I lost connection or Manny lost connection. I can't tell because Manny looks like he's stuck in suspended animation. We'll find out in post. Hello. Manny, are you there? Manny, are you okay? Are you okay?
I'm back.
Are you okay, Manny?
I'm back.
No, you were about to go into Sharpshooter lore.
Yeah,
Say,
so
remember
last month when you quit the show on the Saturday show,
yep.
and you lit a fire under Eric, you said
Yeah.
specifically when Eric finally released the petty that you were happy that Eric finally released some hate because it was the most entertaining thing he's done in hours.
Yeah.
Wasn't that what Wheeler Yuta did? He was happy that Bryan Danielson was mad. He got angry before Claudio breaks up their little scuffle and said, we'll talk about this later as adults.
In the back. And not fight in the back like everybody else here. But I disagree with Yuta's assessment of the situation here. I'm glad you're mad about this. I'm glad you're upset. Finally, Yuta is terrible on the microphone. He just sounds like a man crying.
Well,
he sounds like he's
I'm
about
glad
to like,
Claudio
how could you
broke it
leave
up.
me? How could you leave me right now?
Claudio broke it up, but there was something I wish he didn't. I wish he did a little bit later. I wish Claudio broke this up a little bit later because I wanted to see where Wheeler Yuta was going with this. Because Wheeler was like, Bryan, I am not your son. And that's when Claudio stepped in and stopped it. And I wanted to know where he was going with that.
It's clear that Wheeler Yuta has daddy issues, and he was the only one considering him. Bryan Danielson said right there, like, I don't give a fuck about you. You're not my son. Danny Garcia is more my son than you. I love Danny Garcia. I love your son, Dad. Fuck you, Dad. Fuck you. I would love for these two guys to fight, and Claudio just holds them by their neck on both sides, going like, all right, you two get it together. Okay? Because that's literally how much bigger he is than both of them. Let me at him. Let me at him. Let me at him. Get out of here.
And then we got some of a little tiny video package of Elite where they were being erased. Or
was cool.
Thanos snapped away.
Yeah. I thought it was cool. They were being burned away. It's confirmation the dog kickers are back.
Yeah. So I'm thinking they're coming back at Full Gear. Is that the next pay-per-view? That's the next pay-per-view.
Yeah, maybe they fight for the trios titles and win it back. Reward. It's not like Death Triangle matters. Does anybody really care about Death Triangle? Let's be real. Let's call spade a spade. Do you care about anything Death Triangle does?
No.
They do nothing.
No.
They don't ever talk. They never have promos. I still don't know why these three people are together. Let's strip them of those trios titles. If you're going to have a trios title, at least make the trios that you have matter.
Yeah, but the other problem is with those trios titles, no one outside of the Best Friends and the House of Black don't even exist anymore.
No, I don't even know. It's just what, Brody? He's the only one that hasn't quit the world or something?
Yeah. Who was I thinking of? The Dark Order. Yeah, for trios, Dark Order, the Best Friends, and Death Triangle. Who else is there in the trios sphere? Unless you're going to start incorporating the ROH boys.
Yeah, and then you got ROH people, and then the Acclaim. I guess you can still Billy Gunn with them.
Yeah,
and whatever's going on in the firm. That's the firm Matt Hardy thing, or whatever with the Hardy Party.
There's an interesting video on Cultaholic which I think they released over the weekend, where it's about half an hour long. So if you've got nothing better to do, probably watch that. But where they asked the question, where they asked the question, is ROH hurting AEW? And I think it is, but I think it's something we explore on Saturday with the grand hater himself.
Yeah, where he comes in with his anti-Semitic comments. Tune in for the real Kanye West to show up. Who's going to take the mantle of Kanye West when he's gone? Come on. That man just walked into that room and looked at something and was like, this makes me sick. This makes us all sick.
And look at that smile on his face. He's like, that's a nice ass over there.
Yeah. That's sexual harassment, Eric.
Jericho said some stuff in the back, which I didn't care about. But he's leaving an open challenge for any. Yeah, he's leaving an open challenge for any former Ring of Honor champion. That whole promo didn't make any sense anyway because they're having really bad audio issues on that one.
Yeah, it was actually robotic sounding or something. I was like, what's going on here? And I honestly forgot about his promo and just remember him saying, open challenge next week. Any former Ring of Honor guy. I'm assuming it's going to be Jerry Lynn.
Oh, like no.
Jerry Lynn. One more match.
If it turns out to be Jerry Lynn, you know what that show is going to get? 0 A-Town downs.
You're going to get A-Town ups. You're going to get A-Town ups. That's how bad it's been. A-Town ups. Fuck Jerry Lynn.
Swerve in Our Glory versus FTR. This was a really good match, except for the fact Swerve and the Ass Boys had to ruin the ending. It was going so nicely, and then it ended with a low blow, which led to Keith Lee's finisher, and then Keith Lee picked up a win for the team, and then everyone starts fighting each other at the end.
Yeah, where the Ass Boys beef with FTR again?
I think it's the same reason Swerve had a problem with FTR. It's like they've been on top of the top of the rankings for months, and now all of a sudden they want to be champions of AEW again.
But I'm upset that FTR didn't win this match. But I guess they want to complete this trilogy or whatever with the Acclaim versus Swerve to the Glory. But give FTR the damn titles.
No, but see, I think I'm actually happy about this because it's the first time in a long time that they've continued a trilogy like right off, like so soon. Like think about AEW in the past when in these trilogies you'd have to wait months before you get to before they do it again, or even years before. Like,
match 2. Moxley and Jericho, match 2. The long story rivalry. Jesus Christ, we're 3 years into this. And still Mox is feuding with Jericho with different factions. But FTR, this was confirmation. They're leaving. When those contracts are up, they're leaving.
I don't think they are.
They're out of here. They're leaving. There's no reason for them to stay here. They're not loved here by the people of AEW.
So this is the start of bad segments with Renee, with Saraya and Britt Baker. What was the point in that? Just to lead to a sit-down interview next week.
Yeah, it's over there. You don't even know what I'm going to say, bitch. Bitch, you don't call me bitch, 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 bitch. And I'll go, okay. Who asked for that?
Yeah, I don't see the point in this. I really don't. And then Renee interviews MJF. MJF mocks him. MJF mocks promo skills. He also goes down the route of with all due respect. And then Renee says you can't say that and insult someone. And then he said, with all due respect, shut your mouth, Renee.
Yeah. Big pop for the crowd. The Virginia people were all on their side.
He promises that he will not use his dynamite ring because he doesn't need it. He just needs a grudge, and he's going to build him up and form him into a chip and put it on his shoulder.
His grudges, all of them.
That's how Marcus lives his life.
Yeah. It's the reason I walk with a hunch. It's because I have all these goddamn chips on my shoulder. Grudges I hold. I still got the chip on my shoulder for the lady at the grocery store who wouldn't open the other line, but open the other line at the Walmart. I just need to get one thing. You can open the other line. Instead, we're all in the line for an hour. You're on the shoulder.
Why didn't you self-service?
Yeah, this was before then. This is how old this grudge goes back.
No, wow. A-Town down!
A-Town down!
Yeah,
but keep all your grudges. Stack them up and then cash that shit in whenever you fight Jon Moxley for the AEW title. Oh no, this motherfucker's gonna cheat. He's gonna use every asset possible. He's gonna use the firm. He's gonna hit him with the Dynamite Diary. He may throw Renee at him. He's gonna use every fucking tactic in the book. And these people are falling for it. Yeah, he's gonna cheat so much in this match. It's gonna be ridiculous. And I think he's gonna piss everybody off, and we get heel MJF again. I can't believe people are falling for this. The man clearly comes from the devil.
Stokely does come out, and MJF smacks the mic out of his hand, and essentially tells him the firm best not get to Mox because he wants him at 100%. Which we later find out later in the night that's not the case, but we'll get there when we get there. The Spanish fraud Sammy Guevara versus Bryan Danielson. Another good match.
It was all right. Fuck Sammy Guevara. I'm just in that route. I just hate it.
We established on the watch along, even though Jen didn't want to say it, but she firmly agreed. Sammy Guevara's a cunt.
Yeah, he is. I 100% agree. He's a cunt. And I'm only using this in the UK because in America, using that is the ultimate sin. But yeah, he's 100% a cunt. Fuck you, Sammy Guevara. I'm glad he got his brains beat in to the smithereens. I'm sure his brains don't work right now. He's covered in spaghetti, and all that.
I would have deliberately made Tay Conti watch it, and I would have continued doing it and say, "Quit, or I'm going to kill him." I demand you to quit your job, Tay, or I'm going to kill him.
You're bringing a different dynamic to Bryan Danielson that he's never had. I'm going to kill a man if you don't quit. I guess. Got to do double work on the OnlyFans now.
Then we get Jamie Hayter versus Riho. Good match. But I still remain unable to find anything Riho does in move-wise impactful. Nothing looks like it hurts.
Well, I'm against Riho's outfit that she wrestles in. I'm like, this is not practical for athletic wear at all. Like, you've seen people do fights and stuff in weird outfits, but I feel like hers is the worst wrestling outfit in the game. I remember months ago, as in Marcus argues with Marcus, he went with Jamie Hayter's trash. Jamie Hayter is not trash. I would take that back. Riho is trash. I can't stand Riho.
Well, Marcus, I would say the worst wrestling ring gear is actually Bird Lady.
Well, no, I enjoy the feathers.
That shit came apart.
I enjoy the feathers flying everywhere. She gets squashed in the match. To me, that's comedic genius. I can't believe she thought of that. And she just gets ripped apart and the feathers everywhere. It's like someone's decided to pluck a chicken in front of us live on television.
And then we get the main event.
Shocked Jamie Hayter won.
I wasn't shocked.
What?
I wasn't shocked.
Britt Baker and
a girl are so far up Tony Khan's ass. They rarely lose these days.
If that's what it takes to lose. Well, Britt Baker's up Tony Khan's ass. Yeah? Does Adam Cole know this? Yeah? He's okay with this? Yeah? It's all right.
Yeah, well, Adam Cole was pretty much up Shawn Michaels and the fucking Triple H's ass when he was in NXT.
Yep, bouncing around in there.
So we get the main event, which Penta versus Jon Moxley. decent match. But the real thing that comes out of this is the Firm take out Mox at the end of the match, disregarding what MJF said. We cut to the back where Blackpool Combat Club are locked in their dressing room. MJF looks.
Is that were they working it out in there? Were they working it out?
No.
Is that
No,
what
I
they
think
were
that's
doing
on
in there?
TV.
They're in the middle of working it out. All right, you're not my dad. You're not the father I wanted. But Brian, please, you're hurting everybody. Like, what is this, Caddy? No,
Brian, please, you're hurting everyone. And which one do you think out of those three did the?
For some reason, I still got Willie Yuta crying. And Cesaro just looking, going like, "Why is he crying? Why? I don't understand." Cesaro is like the Terminator. Now I understand why you cry.
MJF looks conflicted. But he does come back to the ring and he fires Stokely. Then the Firm take out MJF and put him through a table. Like we've already said, I think this is a ruse, a clever ruse to get people to think, oh, the Firm don't like MJF.
Yeah, he's gonna be like, I took that assault, but they're gonna come out and help him at Full Gear. It's gonna be, people are gonna be disgusted by it. You should be disgusted. He's a liar. He's lying. The man tells you he's the devil. He's legit telling you this every week that he's lying.
And if people are expecting a watch along of this, I am not doing it.
You're not gonna go Full Gear for Full Gear, Manny?
No, because you've got to get mentally prepared for something, Marcus.
What's that?
I've signed you up and Jamal to do the watch along of Wrestle Kingdom.
It's not until January.
Yeah, that's both nights.
We up in the morning.
All
How you
1,000 hours of Wrestle Kingdom.
Wait, this is the one you can actually be awake for, Manny, and actually watch, but you're not gonna be a part of this.
What day does it happen? It's the 4th and the 5th now, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've got work.
What day does that fall on?
Wednesday and Thursday.
And I don't. I will be at work doing wrestling.
What better, Marcus? We got to see Jamal in his workplace where he was in a box.
Yeah, my work don't work like that. I don't have a box. But
technically, what we saw was Jamal getting ready for a Monster Balls match.
54 hours. No food, water, communication with outside life. You're as desperate, hungry, and rapid as ever. The stipulation doesn't help a fight. You're weaker. You're weaker. You're gonna come out weaker. These guys are just tired. Yeah. Penta shouldn't have got a title shot. Yeah, he's done nothing in AEW to get this title shot. I don't think. And I'm so sick of these random title matches that Jon Moxley just throws out like candy. It's one thing to do a John Cena Open Challenge where you're like, oh,
you don't do that with a world title.
Like random. That's true.
You do that with a mid title. You don't do that with a world title.
Also true. I just feel like he does it. There's just a bunch of people, and it's all these matches where you don't believe that person's winning, especially when they book a match at Full Gear where they go, if you get through Penta. And if they upset, they almost spit out whatever water I had. If he gets through Penta, if Penta's a problem right now for Full Gear, my main event, get out of here. The story we are telling right now is about to be derailed by Penta. Our MJF planning of the Firm and lying about this ring is all going to be thrown away because Penta beat Mox.
You remember the day that Penta beat Mox.
Yeah, remember was AEW World Champion. No, this is nothing against Penta. I like him, but he ain't the AEW World Champion. He ain't gonna derail him. Like, who's Mox fighting next week for the AEW title? Cause he just be throwing these out like that. Did he fight Lance Manser or whatever one time? It's like, oh, it's for the AEW World title. How
was that for the AEW World title? I don't think that was for the AEW World title. Was
for the AEW World title?
Wait, that was for the interim AEW World title.
Oh, excuse me.
Count.
He's doing the same thing.
That don't count.
By the way, Tony Storm is still the interim women's champion. It's a terrible thing. Just random people get title shots in AEW, and we need to put an end to this. You see Roman Reigns out there just being like, Joe Blow? Well, Logan Paul. Well, at least he's saving it for Crown Jewel. He's giving it to the Saudi audience.
The Saudi prince asked for that. Let's not forget that.
Yes, the Prince of Saudi Arabia is asking for this one. He didn't ask for Penta and John Moxley.
So, Marcus, before we move on to NXT, how many A-Town Downs are you giving AEW Dynamite?
I'm giving it 8 A-Town Downs. I thought it was a really entertaining show with good wrestling, and MJF is fantastic as always. Like, the matches were really solid here. Stories? We don't need no stinking stories.
Yeah, we do. We need them told properly, but I am giving it...
They have decent stories.
I think I'm giving it 7 A-Town Downs.
Yeah, I thought the FTR and Swerve to the Glory match was phenomenal, and at least had a story to go along with it. MJF did good work, the Firm and all that. But here's what: is Matt Hardy a part of the Firm? Because whenever I watch the
I
AEW
don't
highlights,
actually know.
they say in the dark it goes Matt Hardy's the Firm versus, and I'm going like, wait, is he a part of that?
No, but I saw an image that was put up when they were doing the firm facts of Matt Hardy. As Matt Hardy eats unseasoned chicken fingers or whatever. And I was like, that's all Stokely, because only him can do things like that. Yeah, so let's move into NXT.
Where Shawn Michaels hugs people for the North American title. Treats it like it's the greatest title of all time.
Yeah, but Wesley was all broken up about it.
And, you know, if I was going to be broken up over a title, it would be that one. That is the black man's title at this current state. I believe more black people have held the North American title than any title in history. You had Ricochet, Velveteen Dream, Wesley, Carmelo Hayes, Keith Lee. Every black man that's come up through the ranks has held that title.
Edris, it's your time. Your time is coming.
Or Malik, soon to be North American champion.
So we kick off with the women's tag team titles match between Nikita Lyons and Zoe Stark versus the KC Express. Marcus, I would normally be behind Kaden Carter because she's half Filipino.
Oh.
But don't you remember me and Eric used to argue which side of her messed up?
I understand, but I'm seeing where you're going with this.
But
when you said
I firmly believe Nikita Lyons and Zoe Stark were robbed. How many times have you seen a bad call? Like when Aaliyah and Raquel became tag team champions and the referee had no idea which person was legal. Did a head referee decide to run down to ringside and change the ruling? How many times in wrestling do referees come down and change decisions like this? This is inconsistent, much like the NFL, much like the Premier League refereeing. Inconsistent. It's a disgrace. It's disgrace. And corruption. Let's not forget that zombie referee is the most corrupt referee I've ever seen. He's corrupted by evil powers from within. He now answers to people from the upside down.
Him and Vecna, they've been in it together. They're bringing the rest of But it's bullshit. I 100% understand where you're coming with, Manny. But I'm going to say this: Shawn Michaels is a former Raw commissioner. And remember when he was a commissioner? He was the new sheriff in town. And he was going to make sure that no injustices like this ever happen again. Fuck all your Raw bullshit, Manny. This was an injustice that had to be brought in because I'd be damned if Zoe Stark and Nikita Lyons became tag team champion over the only real female tag team in the WWE. The KC
Marcus,
I
I knew you were going to go down that route. But did you see what both of them were wearing this week? They were both wearing the same color. They were wearing Tag Team Synergy.
I don't give a fuck if they're wearing the same color, have the same hair. I will also argue, this is Nikita Lyons' best match. I will put this up there with her best
I didn't even notice any mistakes in this match. I did not notice any mistakes.
I'm gonna say it like this match, and I'm not saying they're as good as this said tag team, but it had Young Bucks energy to it. There was a lot of flippity doos and dives, and it was a good energy and tags and stuff like that. It was nonstop action. Everybody was extremely athletic, even Nikita, and I didn't see any mistakes. I was really into this match. This was probably my second favorite match of the week.
And then obviously the referee reversed his decision with
Bullshit.
Fuck the zombie ref, and then the KC Express retained the titles.
This set precedent for so many reverse matches to happen. And then I was watching the next match, and I was like, look at this, ref. Why don't you run off of this interference?
So we get a Dominic Dijakovic is coming back to NXT as he burns his T-bar mask, which happened at Halloween Havoc. Wesley comes out. He thanks everyone for supporting him. Winning the title has given him a sense of validation. Grayson Waller comes out, tries to justify how he's still 1-0 on Apollo, which again from Halloween Havoc, the zombie referee making up the new rules in the casket match. Fucking dickhead.
He's a rogue ref. He rescues his phone.
R-Truth comes out dressed as a Joker. He thinks it's Halloween Havoc. He says Grayson has a British accent, which prompts a British accent, Sean.
Manny, on a scale of A-Town Downs, how would you rate R-Truth's British accent?
It's better than yours.
Oh, come on, mine is amazing.
No, because when you try and impersonate me, you make me sound like any kid from Harry Potter.
Yeah. What? Hey, Governor. How you doing? What, Manny doesn't say, hey, Governor, every day? I'm drinking tea. I'm drinking a spot of tea today. I did not like NXT, Mike. But I enjoyed the hell out. I was laughing when he said, "Oh, you have a British accent." I'm Australian. Oh, hold on, let me talk to you. And every time he would talk to Waller, he'd break out the accent.
They're gonna. Do you know what was missing from that?
What's that?
King Booker.
Oh yes.
He was in the arena. He could have just got in. He could have got involved. Okay. They're gonna have a match next week.
How would Booker T's accent go for his British accent?
Booker T, that's a 9 A-Town Downs.
9 A-Town Downs. Best thing in wrestling was when he would just go in and out of that accent. When he'd just get mad and all of a sudden he's Booker T again. Hell no.
Waller says they're gonna have a match next week. Waller tries to attempt to jump R-Truth, but gets both Wesley and R-Truth giving him the business.
Yes. Which prompts a match next week. R-Truth. NXT live versus Grayson Waller.
Apollo says Grayson is now R-Truth's problem, yet doesn't address his new powers from Halloween Havoc, but is now going on to his original quest of holding the NXT title.
Nothing better than a side quest going, and you go like, "Oh wait, what was I doing again? Oh yeah, I'm gonna become NXT champion." I didn't come here to write my diary and have teleportation power and have my own personal fat druids. No, I came to win the NXT title. Oh yeah, duh. I'm so silly. So I came back here in the first place.
And then we get Shotzi versus Lash Legend. Marcus, I believe Booker T has a problem with Quincy.
Oh, what? Come on. What could he have said? I
believe there may have been a restraining order Because normally the person that sits at ringside normally sits to the right or the left of the color commentator. Quincy was on the other side of the ring with a chair.
He did that for a camera. He did that for a camera appeal. He wanted to create an Oreo. He didn't want to sit next to Booker because now he got a double stuffed Oreo. He wanted to create an Oreo and have Miss Joseph be the center, maybe. I don't know.
And then when Quincy slut dropped or whatever he did, Booker T, and I quote, said, "What is that?"
Man, you don't even know what it was. Come on, you can't jump up, Booker. You don't know what it was. It was a taunt.
I didn't look at it and go look at it in disgust. The only thing I say about Quincy Jones is he's got some big ass titties.
Wait a minute. One, it's not Quincy Jones, the producer of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah.
He doesn't have you're confusing him with Odyssey Jones. You merged them into one person and created Quincy Jones. That would be the name of that tag team.
Yeah.
Jones going for the tag team titles tonight.
Marcus, I never confused Quincy Jones with anyone because if you remember, what did I used to call him all the time? OJ Styles.
You are, I am. I don't know why I get the throwback. I believe Booker took to the internet and said he is not homophobic or something because I think people really went at Booker for being homophobic this week.
Oh, did they? I was just accusing him.
No.
Yeah,
they came at him, bro, and he had to release a statement.
But I think one of my favorite moves in wrestling is what Lash broke out, and it was a stretch muffler.
Yep,
She didn't get it all properly, but she broke it out, and I was like, God damn, she get better in this ring.
Yeah. Lash Legend's gonna be something one day. We're gonna look back and be like, you remember way back when Lash Legend was doing just that and talking in the back and having her stagehand get killed off by Tony D'Angelo? Those were the old days of Lash Legend. This is the star of Lash Legend. She has the potential to be the next Rhea Ripley, Raquel Gonzalez, Bianca Belair. These power athletic freaks who just be out there.
Yeah. Shotzi wins with a modified DDT, which again I never knew she had.
I haven't seen Shotzi win in, I don't know, it's probably been many moons. Since Athena was known as Ember Moon, probably it's the last time Shotzi got a win. And then when she hit the move, Never Wake Up, I was like, oh yes, that is her move. I didn't know what it was called. I just know that Never Wake Up. I didn't know what it looked like. I forgot what it looked like.
No, because I always thought her finisher was the senton.
Yeah. Well, she does the senton, but it's also the Never Wake Up was her like other move. But she hasn't did that in so long because she hasn't won, Manny. She hasn't won. It's like, okay. Shout out to Shotzi.
And then Brutus gets 5 minutes with Damon Kemp. Brutus thanks Julius for what he did. And then he calls out Damon Kemp, but Damon states he isn't medically cleared.
You know what? I'm getting a late call out on this one, Manny. I don't know how your job handles late call outs, but this is a late call out. This is a late call out. This is extremely late. This is close to almost a no call, no show. At this current moment, everybody's ready for the match, and then now you come up with your doctor's note that you can't wrestle while this man is in the ring with his alleged 5 minutes to beat the shit out of you.
So wait, are you sitting in the NXT Florida crowd saying I was promised something and I didn't get it?
Yeah, I was 5 minutes to David Kemp getting his ass whooped. And everybody knew he was going to get his ass whooped, apparently, except for Shawn Michaels, who's too busy reversing matches and decisions in the back to realize that David Kemp didn't make it to the arena. And he said that they've been yet. Talk about, I can't make it. I'm not medically cleared. Now, Manny, can you explain to me this 5 minutes with Brutus? Does this mean that Kemp can fight back? Or is it just,
it's a 5 minute match. I think no rules or whatever.
Yeah, but how is that How is that my reward? Can I just have a regular match? I mean, we're not held. I'm not held on a burden with 5 minutes. A regular match, I can make it continue. Like, what is your reward by this? I get 5 minutes with you, yeah. But I can hit you back, yeah. So it's a regular match, but it's a 5-minute time limit. The only time limit match in WWE, yeah, and it's 5 minutes, yeah. You should have asked for a regular match, man. You could have got me for longer. You could have kicked my ass for longer. Maybe no holds bar, Street Fighter, some kind. Nah, you wasted. You get 5 minutes with me in a regular match. I'm gonna milk that shit out of that time.
Then them Creed boys get taken out by Veer and Sangha, which I'm calling the Violent Gentlemen.
I'm calling them in the share. They're Mominator in the share. I'm calling them in the share. But my favorite part of this is Ivy Now's walking by them was going like, why, guys? Why? I was laughing. I was like, because
no. So do you know, before she said that and she stood there in between them, looked at both of them, I was like, oh, she turning on Diamond Mind.
Yeah.
And then she followed him. Why? Why?
And then Big Joseph was telling me that, oh shit, I mean, that was answers. Why do you want why? When she said that, I'm going like, wait a minute, what was this?
But she knew better not to attack them or say anything. She just asked the question, why?
Veer would have threw her to the moon.
Sangha wouldn't attack her, but Veer would.
Yeah, Veer would. Veer don't give a fuck.
It's like if you ask the question to the Usos, Jimmy won't attack you. Jay will kill you.
Yeah. Only thing stopping Jay from killing you is Sammy if he decides to show mercy on you. I'm assuming Ivy Now is teaming up with the in this year. I'm assuming because it just looked right when she was going, why? Why, guys? Why?
We get an unnecessary toxic.
Pro wrestling. It's pro wrestling, bitch. It's pro wrestling. That's what we do.
We get an unnecessary toxic attraction FaceTime looking to celebrate Mandy's 1-year anniversary as champion.
JC, what you doing? I told you I was going to the gym. Yeah. Oh yeah, you looking swole. Like this whole conversation was useless. Gigi, what you doing? Uh-oh, girl. Look like you getting your tan on. Yep. That's obviously what we're doing. Why is this conversation on TV? Well, I'll tell you why. Next week we celebrate my 1-year anniversary, even though my 1-year anniversary would be tomorrow on Wednesday, but we could decide to celebrate the week after we hit the milestone because they could celebrate it on the show and be like,
it's
yeah,
bad luck. It's bad luck to celebrate it before it.
What's the worst that's gonna happen? Sean books an impromptu match and then Austin Theory cashes in his Money in the Bank on Mandy Rose.
Oh, speaking of, apparently Seth Rollins got some heat coming off Raw. So when he was on commentary, they were talking about Austin Theory cashing in, and then apparently that you can. Yeah, so Austin Theory, he said he's better off cashing in against Roman or Dana Brooke. And then Dana Brooke took offense.
Yeah, I don't know why Dana Brooke would take offense. She is the longest rating 24/7 champion of all time. You have a joke title, and he will whoop that ass if he ever decides to cash in on you.
Then we get Pretty Deadly versus Idris Enofe and Malik Blade. In the back, Idris is hyping up Malik with Eminem lyrics.
Immediately. Eminem, I'm just trying to hype you up, man. I'm just trying to be there for you.
The match was really good. I really enjoyed this match.
This is fun, entertaining, high energy. Idris and Malik are a great tag team together, and I can't wait to see them go their separate ways either way.
The thing is, they haven't been given a tag team name yet.
No. I don't think we're going to get one either. This is the WWE, Eddie. Tag teams aren't real. What, like Sport Show?
But then later in the night,
that might be the worst segment of the week. Seeing Wardlow cut a promo with Samoa Joe and his Hawaiian shirt. Like, you tell him, son. Looking like
This is why I didn't cover it. This is why I didn't even write notes on it.
I'm laughing, going like, why is Joe in such a Hawaiian shirt? Where did they find Joe? What was he in the middle of doing? I'm gonna flip these burgers over later. You guys can't wait.
So later in the night, OJ Styles returns with a truck full of women.
Yeah, they all went to jail this night. This is Florida. We're not allowing any of this happening. Any of this is not happening.
You see, Idris jumped into the back of the truck with ease. That woman pulled him into through that door.
Yep. Well, I'm assuming it was both the women. They looked like a full truck. I guess OJ Styles, Destiny's, is it Jones?
Odyssey Jones.
Odyssey Jones. I don't know how I call him Destiny's. But Odyssey Jones is now the Godfather as a pimp. But this looks like they're celebrating truck. Like he was about to give them a parade, but it was like they lost. We're going to do this anyway, though. This orgy is happening. This orgy is happening. Nothing stops the orgy.
Then we get the schism. They unveil the red hood. It's unveiled that the red hood is Ava Raine. Yeah, Ava Raine, or the Rock's daughter.
Ava Raine.
She says the love and acceptance the schism have given her defies any preconceived notion of who she is supposed to be. This family completes her. I am Ava Raine.
Very good thesis. I thought she did a good job on the mic. I thought it wasn't. Yeah, to me it was a twist. I did not see it coming. I was expecting, Saray. I had Saray going in my head.
I didn't have Saray. I in my head had the witch from NXT UK. Why had the name gone blank on me? I was saying it for weeks.
Isla
Dawn. Isla Dawn. I thought for ages it was going to be Isla Dawn.
But this is it's a nice switch. But it's also proof that Shawn Michaels has always hated The Rock. And that he's in this faction. This is good. It separates her from her father and everything like that. She doesn't have to join the annoying family on the block.
Thing is, she's got so much pressure on her. Like, for the benefit of the show, I'm not going to address that she's The Rock's daughter from going forward.
Yeah, he has that Charlie Flair bit like, damn. That's Ric Flair's daughter. Okay, what can she do?
But she has to be fucking good. Charlotte, you have to be fucking good to carry that name. That's why I thought it was good that Bron Breakker stepped away from the Steiner thing, even though he's doing everything but be a Steiner. He's doing everything under the sun being a Steiner right now.
Yeah. He's gonna come out in Michigan jackets and the fucking ear cups too and everything. Just play it off. Yeah, my name's Breaker. Oh, you're not gonna go by Steiner anytime soon. Throw a table for threes and shit. Oh no, Rock to NXT confirmed. To save his daughter out the clip.
There's a clip
back to NXT.
Did you see that clip floating around? Did you see the clip floating around where she's training in the performance center, and then The Rock asks permission to come in the ring and give a pointer?
Oh no, I haven't.
I'll send it to you later. There's that whole thing, and then he came in and gave him a couple of pointers, and Sarah Del Rey's in the ring, like the head trainer and stuff like that.
Yeah. That's good family affair. Good.
But I think it's important. I think it's definitely important for her to stay away as much as possible and develop her own stuff before she acknowledges her true self.
The tribal team. I thought you were gonna say the tribal team. But yeah, someone posted the vibes of this is when The Rock joined the nation and stuff. Also, her throwing.
Yeah, but that was different. That was this. That was this, not this.
Hey, they're not the ones. They're the twos. So, yeah, you know what? I'm for it. I'm for this. This is something different. This is someone I didn't expect. It really broke the group up. Gave the group something.
I'm intrigued to see how her career goes in the first year or two. Because The Rock's, if you look at the trajectory of The Rock's first 2 years, the first year was quite tough.
Yeah, I mean, he was success in the ring, but everybody hated Rocky Maivia. And then Rocky Die happened in like year 2, and then he's in the Nation, and then that's when life gets great.
It took a while. It took a while, even in the Nation. Like we caught up to The Rock like from the Royals Retro Series. We caught up into The Rock like when he was kind of finding his way in the Nation. Before that, before Austin and stuff like that, he wasn't that guy yet. You could tell he wasn't that guy in 97. 98 where we're at now in Royals Retro, where he's going to start joining the corporation. That's when he really came into his own.
Yeah, you see like glimmers of like, oh, he's trying shit out. It's really working. It's a real good rise. If you really want to watch The Rock rise, living through Brawl's Retro is a way. Can you see him just filling things out? You see like some of the stuff go on, and then you just see all of a sudden he just say something, and you're like, fuck, what's he doing? Oh, he gets more and more charismatic each episode. It's like he levels up on each episode.
But yeah, so give her. I would say for the people that watch us, and give her some time and try and separate the fact that she's The Rock's daughter, because she's not going to be him straight off the bat.
They're not. You know they're not.
I mean, when I look at Charlotte, I feel like she surpassed Ric Flair.
To me, yeah. I mean, it's hard to say in popularity in front of the masses of the world. I don't think that she surpassed Ric Flair, but I think in ring wise, I feel like I would rather watch a Charlotte Flair match than a Ric Flair match.
Marcus, I'm going as far to say Ric Flair is that generation Charlotte Flair. I had that queued up for about 2 minutes. I had that queued up for about 2 minutes.
Yeah. You loaded that shit up and you were like, I'm ready to fire this motherfucker. Damn it, Dominic.
So there was a voicemail that came up.
NXT is dangerous.
It's like, let go of all your pain, washing away your deepest fears. Listen with your eyes, speaking with your ears.
Bars!
Awaken from the pits you call the dark. Opening up to my soliloquy is just a start.
Well, you know, the rhyme of soliloquy. Come in the middle of this and be like, I'm going to use soliloquy in my poem. I'm calling it.
Watch as I come and leave my mark as I plan to rip all of NXT apart. Sincerely, Scripps.
I love that. This is a nice unknown, but it said Scripps at the end. It's clearly a man named Scripps or a man or woman named Scripps. Why is it still unknown caller? The person's going by Scripps.
So they're doubling down on the spooky shit.
Is it really spooky? He's just giving us a poem. Someone called in to the Performance Center. I am now going to call into the Performance Center and leave my own rhymes. I rap and I rip. I rip and I rhyme. This is how a dialogue spits.
Wait, why wasn't that from? Wasn't that from Cool Runnings?
Huh?
No, that's from that's Dylan. That's Dylan.
Yeah, it was a big. Yeah, it's Dylan. It was a mix of Dylan and maybe Cool Runs. So I think that should be stolen from Cool Runnings. I rip and I rhyme. I rhyme and I rip. This is how I Dylan.
Feel the rhythm. Watch out, Jamaica! It's bobsled time.
I'm the greatest rapper of all time. Dylan, Dylan, Dylan.
So maybe this is Isla Dawn, or it could be Dijak. Dijak speaks in weird ways.
So does he have that video, the phone call, and he has him burning his shit?
Yeah.
So he got two gimmicks going right now.
I think so.
It could be.
It's either that or it's someone from the Performance Center. New from the Performance
Connor
Center.
Reeves is back. Maybe it's Boa.
You can't
A
bring
new
that
rapping
man back.
character.
You
Bring
can't
Boa
bring.
back as a rapping character. I'm
You
down for
can't.
it.
You can't bring this man back ever again.
We're at 2 faces of Boa. Let's get to the 3rd face of Boa.
Does that? Well, what point does Jamal call?
Immediately, Jamal just stood right away. Boa's about to steal his gimmick.
3 faces of Boa. But the Roman Reigns. Do you know the on-screen graphic when Roman Reigns comes out? Has 3 heads of Roman.
Yeah, and it's not Uso, but it's kind of like what I did with our image, with the hideous image you call it, with the anime where it's just
It's a cursed image.
I put a beard.
That is a cursed image of all cursed images.
That's kind of what they did with the Usos or the Bloodline thing.
Jamal said absolutely no.
Boa stole your gimmick. Sue, it's gonna be Boa.
Boa the Marine. The Chinese Marine.
Gonna be full of shit. Boa, you full of shit.
We get Sol Ruka versus Indy Hartwell. Indy beats her with ease, and at the end of the match, Elektra Lopez found her way back to NXT after being left at the curb. Takes out both competitors and states she is back.
Where Santos looked at her when she's like, "Yeah, we're going to the main roster." We.
It's that thing from Fast and the Furious. It's, dun, 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 when the car gets
My friend. Tell you all about it when I see you again. So Rika got her ass beat up. Ruka got her ass beat up by Indy Hartwell. I didn't even understand.
I need to ask the question. Where is my girl? Where is Daddy's girl?
She never survived the death match, the Lego death match.
She gone. I don't know where she is.
Yeah. Never survived it.
Also missing Saray. Where the hell is she?
Yeah, where's Saray? And why is Duke Hudson still? Where's Bodie? Where's Bodie?
Where's Bodie? Why is Duke Hudson trying to steal the girl?
He's not stealing the girl. He stole a pin too.
To be fair, I believe that's my gimmick because I have a nemesis at work where I go upstairs to cause havoc and steal her pen.
Yeah. And how long until Booker T starts talking ill of Duke Hudson and we give him more homophobic comics?
Yeah, but
Duke, this is gonna stick with you for the rest of your career. You can't fuck. You can't fuck.
But how good, Marcus? How good would that line come from? From Booker T? First of all, oh, shucky ducky quack quack, that motherfucker can't fuck.
He can't fuck. Have anybody proved his boyfriend was Duke Hudson? I feel like it is.
No, but the fact that we all assume it was Duke Hudson from one sketchy report.
Yeah, I never heard it again, but it's just been stuck with.
And then we get the main event, which is Ilya Dragunov versus JD McDonough. Which, Marcus, it is clear as day. It is clear as night. I can see clearly now the rain has gone. After watching this match, Braun Breaker contributed nothing to that triple threat match on the weekend. Nothing.
It was all right. You saw us all three. Now we're gonna have a match without one of those parts. Tell me what the difference. And it's Pam going, they're the same image. It's the same match.
He might as well have been the stretcher that took away Dragunov, because that is the only thing that he contributed nothing on Saturday. Nothing.
He got the spear in. I'm not gonna totally waste Braun Breaker. I think he did a Frankensteiner and stuff.
Oh, okay. He got a spear in. How's that any different to if I threw you into the steps? That is the contribution that he is the steps. I refuse to give Braun Breaker any credit. He is trash.
I'm gonna give him credit. He was there. All right. Just like Omos was in the Money in the Bank ladder match, he was there. Or Nikita Lyons was in the tag match earlier. She was there.
She did bits in the tag match. We noticed her in the tag match.
She caught people. He was out making catches, like they're playing baseball or something.
Yeah, but
she was doing
Marcus, how many
catches.
people in
I honestly want to sign Nikita Lyons to a Green Bay Packers wide receiver contract, or even a tight end, because we need people who can catch, and that's all she was doing.
I already told you she had been drafted by the Jets. You should have drafted when you saw her through that tackle. You should have attempted to draft it to Packers, but you didn't. I drafted to the Jets as a defensive lineman.
Winning ever since. Yeah, really good main event. I guess JD is going for the title again.
Yeah. Dragunov passes out in. I don't know what that hold was.
I can't remember how he beat him. I just remember him passing.
It looked like some type of choke, but it didn't look like a Kikina clutch or anything. It just he choked him out, and it just looked weird. And he passed out, and then McDonough wins, and then he's carried off in a stretcher.
Tragedy.
But I like how they didn't even tie him to the stretcher. They kind of just had him on there.
Yeah, come on, let's get out of here. I love the fake EMTs are horrible. Still, as in not tying him on the stretcher isn't the equivalent of MJF getting the oxygen over his eyes because he needed to breathe out of his eyes. Half-ass. This man.
So bad. I just don't understand why.
How could you be that bad at that?
Like, I was watching that and I was just like, if you can't get the basics right, how are you going to get the best? How are you going to get everything else right on this show?
That man seemed like he was promised some role on the show and was like, what, EMT? I thought I was actually going to fight on Dark. Get to work. Fuck this. I'll do a half-ass job on television. Fuck you.
So, NXT, your rating out of A-Town Downs?
I'm giving it an 8 A-Town Downs. The same. I give it the same as Dynamite. I was thoroughly entertained by all the matches, whether it was the original tag match and then the tag team title match and then the main event. And you know what? I'm intrigued by a lot of stuff, the Ava Raine stuff and some of the storylines that they're continuing. So
I'm gonna give NXT 7.5 A-Town Downs.
Oh wow! I didn't
Not
know
full 8.
I didn't know A-Town Downs broken points. 5.
Yeah, no. So you don't go full down; you go halfway for the half point.
A-Town dough. You finished the end.
You do a claw. Basically, because I'm more intrigued with what's like storyline wise, what's going on with NXT, and the production was a little bit more better than Dynamite in terms of like graphics and stuff like that. And that whole voicemail thing had me intrigued on what the hell that's going to be. There was a lot of that stuff missing from Dynamite this week. Because it was just solid. It was just a solid wrestling show with.
They had a lot of long matches.
Yeah, AEW had like really good matches, but like really bad backstage segments and stuff this week. Where Renee, I'm not blaming Renee, but like the stuff they had her do was pretty bad. So for me, I think NXT takes a week again. Barely though.
I'm giving it to Dynamite. I was really in it. I was entertained by Dynamite. Even there was stuff that I go like, what? This is ridiculous. But overall, I thought it was an entertaining show.
Yeah.
Good good midweek.
So that is today's show. We've got the return, people. The return of the Big Ross Man back on Raw is Retro tomorrow.
I don't know why he gets Linda McMahon music, but I feel like he's the most respectable person on the show anyway.
That was the original WrestleMania music.
I know. But I like giving it to him.
Yeah, Ross, just bear in mind, Ross has got a temporary setup, so it's not the usual setup he has, so audio and video is a little bit bad, but it is still watchable. That's why I've put out the episode. It just, you know what? Me and Marcus do Raw is Retro fine, but it doesn't feel like it's my show because Ross hosts it better than I do. I stress this. I stressed that at the start of the episode. It's just like, do you know how difficult it is to do the Ross intro to Raw is Retro? Because I do not bring that much energy just right off the bat when I hit record.
Well, stay tuned as we come in with the new show. I'm just making this up as I say it randomly. WCW. Weird championship wrestling.
Weird championship.
The counter show.
Well, so what was it? So me and you did like 6 episodes without the Big Ross man. 6 episodes or so, and all of them were about 30 minutes long. Mm-hmm. The Big Boss Man returns, 20 minutes.
Yeah. The man has a gift of consistency. Keeping us like if we had a budget on our show, I feel like the Big Ross man would keep us in budget instead of man. It's like we need explosions. No, we don't. We don't need that scene.
I think both of us would gas each other up. Like, yeah, we need all this. We need pyro. Like,
yeah. You know we're going over budget with this, are we? Ah, shit. Keep us right under budget. Nice simple episodes. We need pyro and lasers. Give me one of the Roman Reigns graphics. Give me one of those.
and then I preface this with, don't leave me and Marcus alone to our own devices for too long, because weird stuff though it will happen.
Coming up this week, video episode, Marcus and Manny breaks down Tegan Knox knees in CG form with Pixar animation.
Marcus, I do want an episode where we review something and I have a whiteboard. I just want like a big whiteboard behind me, and I'm here with a pointer like
boom. And here comes the referee.
So make sure you start donating to the show so I can get a big ass whiteboard.
I want a Kenny Smith screen. I want to run to the wall. You see here? Freeze it right there. The referee should never interfere. Should always be looking. Always be looking.
No, it's like the Peyton Manning, the Mannings show. When they review football, and then Peyton just disappears for a second. Like, where does he go? And then guys in front of a giant TV where he's reviewing the play.
Yeah. What is he up to? Imagine a wrestling show being like that. Just put us on national TV. Give us a budget, ESPN or Fox, and we'll break down your wrestling shows in hilarious fashion. Boom, right there. Jamal will come in, circle Samoa, I got a real name. Ava Raine's knees. Be like, and that's what I knew. That was Ava Raine.
I saw the best joke though. It was when The Rock started to Rock started to raise Kevin Hart as his own son. Ava Raine decided to become a wrestler.
Yeah, she decided to become a cult. She joined a cult or something, and I was like, "Yep, that's what happens."
Classic middle child shit.
She joined Scientology. There's nothing The Rock can do about it. Also, have you seen Black Adam yet?
No, I don't have time.
Damn it! Just watch him. Watch The Rock be The Rock, but not The Rock. Heel Rock, but also a baby face at the end of the day. Maybe.
I don't even think I have time tomorrow because I think I'm recording Roy's Retro.
Oh, damn it. Well,
I mean, you could record Roy's Retro if you want.
No, I had to watch all those Raws. Don't know what Steve Austin's going to do next. He's a menace.
But stay tuned because November 15th or so, we're going to do the watch along of Survivor Series Deadly Games, which we might probably do on a Monday. I'm guessing
18 wrestling matches. 18 wrestling matches on it.
Yeah, I think so. But like a lot of them were like 2 minutes long.
Yeah.
Not like that, not like AEW pay-per-views where they go about 15, 20 minutes.
The WWE is the Ross of getting out the shows in a consistent time. As AEW is us, where we just continue to go on and on. Oh yeah,
Like
Darby Allin versus Jay Lethal, Iron Man match. Why are we having this? On the pay-per-view?
why not?
We didn't need this on a pay-per-view. Oh, it's gonna be at least a 30-minute Iron Man. 1 hour. Why? Like you go through a whole show, you get your Britt Baker versus Saraya, you get Bryan Danielson versus Yuta, you get the Return of the Elite in a 6-man match, you get oh, there's some yelling back there.
Yeah, I feel like a child just murdered.
You get your kids versus my kids. in a Taipei death match or something. And then all of a sudden you'll be in the show like, oh, the show's almost over. Darby Allin versus Jay Lethal Iron Man match. Oh, there's a whole second half of this trios match with Death Triangle and the Dark Order.
So that's the end of today's show. Make sure you check out all our links that are in the description or above Marcus's head. We've got Roy's Retro out tomorrow. The Saturday show returns for the first time in 3 weeks. Themed edition. I will be dressed as a wrestler. No, as a bad father.
I will be dressed as a wrestler. Spoiler alert, it is from the World Breakfast Federation. And it's it is not Captain Crunch. It is the newest sighting. What on now?
You know the World Breakfast Federation has been around for a year now, and we have not done another episode of that.
I think I'm gonna for instead of they have all elite, they've been plated or something. I don't know how to decide.
Holiday content. We should do another episode of the World Breakfast Federation.
Things are getting spicy. Although I did hear there was this backstage drama going on. Someone took a bite out of some French toast. I don't know why. So he looked delicious. The WWF returns with all their legal issues in the back. Wheat bread and white bread are not getting along in the back. The toast back are fighting. Someone took a bite out of them. And the donut is bringing the hoes this week. Donut a pimp. Fucking Sprinkle Donut. This is a pimp named Sprinkles. Is a donut. Bringing his home.
So this is the part where the show has gone crazy. We could probably do another half an hour being like this, but so we should probably call it quits while we're ahead.
Yeah, absolutely done before I decide that the pink donut pulls up in a pink Cadillac that looks like a donut box. I can go with donut forever. Donut's my favorite gimmick. Sprinkles the donut is my favorite gimmick in the World Wrestling Federation. It's just a godfather.
And then the Cupcake said he's old and tired and he's working with fucking children.
Cupcake and fizzy water. Combustible elements.
We'll be back.
Let the French toast getting bit.
We'll be back on Saturday live. And me and the Big Rossman will be back tomorrow. Peace.
Peace. H-Town down!